Welcome back. First coin. The 1959 D Lincoln cent marks one of the most important turning points in the history of American coinage. Before we begin, if you enjoy discovering hidden treasures, forgotten history, and fascinating stories behind America's rare coins, subscribe to Worth Old Coin Value for more incredible coin documentaries. The year 1959 was unlike any other for the Lincoln cent. For the first time since 1909, the reverse design changed completely. The familiar wheat ears that collectors had known for half a century disappeared, replaced by the iconic Lincoln Memorial. This single design change transformed the appearance of one of the most recognized coins in the United States and marked the beginning of a new chapter in American numismatic history. This 1-cent coin was struck in the United States at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark located beneath the date on the obverse. During the late 1950s, America was experiencing tremendous economic growth. Families were buying new homes, businesses were expanding, and millions of Lincoln cents flowed through daily commerce. Most people never imagined that a simple penny from their pocket could someday become a prized collectible. The 1959 D Lincoln cent was produced using an alloy made primarily of copper with small amounts of tin and zinc. Each coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams, measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter, and features a plain edge. These specifications had remained largely unchanged for decades, giving the coin a familiar feel while introducing a completely new reverse design. On the front of the coin appears the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln created by Victor David Brenner. Introduced in 1909 to honor Lincoln's 100th birthday, it became the first circulating United States coin to feature a real historical person rather than a symbolic figure. Brenner's design has become one of the longest-running portraits in American coinage, admired by generations of collectors. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look carefully at a well-preserved example, you can actually see a tiny image of Abraham Lincoln seated inside the memorial. This remarkable detail is one of the smallest portraits ever placed on a circulating United States coin and demonstrates the incredible skill of the engravers who prepared the dies. The Denver Mint produced well over 1 billion examples of the 1959 D Lincoln cent, making it one of the highest mintage pennies of its era. Because so many were struck, circulated examples remain common today. However, that does not mean every coin is identical. Condition, color, strike quality, and minting errors can dramatically influence collector interest. Most 1959 D cents spent decades passing from hand to hand. They purchased newspapers, candy, gasoline, and groceries. As they circulated, their original bright red surfaces gradually darkened into shades of brown. Today, collectors classify copper cents by color, including brown, red-brown, and the highly desirable full red designation. Coins retaining their original mint red color are significantly more valuable than those that have toned over time. Professional grading services evaluate these coins using the Sheldon grading scale, ranging from Pur 1 to mint state 70. Lower grade circulated examples generally carry only modest premiums, while sharply struck mint state coins with blazing red surfaces can command much stronger prices. Collectors especially seek examples with exceptional eye appeal, minimal contact marks, and strong luster. One of the reasons collectors continue searching through rolls of pennies is the possibility of discovering valuable mint errors. While the standard 1959 D cent is common, genuine error coins can become highly desirable. Off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, die breaks, repunched elements, clipped planchets, and dramatic die clashes are among the varieties that attract significant attention. The more dramatic and well-preserved the error, the greater the collector demand. Another important factor is authentication. Because valuable error coins can be worth substantial amounts, collectors rely on respected third-party grading services to confirm authenticity. Professional certification provides confidence in both the grade and the legitimacy of unusual varieties, making certified examples more attractive in the marketplace. The 1959 D Lincoln cent also represents an important historical transition. It bridges two different generations of Lincoln cents. Older collectors often remember the wheat cents that circulated throughout the first half of the 20th century, while younger generations became familiar with the Lincoln Memorial reverse. For many families, the 1959 coin symbolizes that changing era in American history. Many experienced collectors search original bank rolls and estate collections hoping to uncover untouched examples that have remained hidden for decades. Coins stored in original mint rolls often preserve stronger luster and richer color than pieces that entered circulation immediately after striking. These discoveries continue to fuel excitement among numismatists around the world. Counterfeit and altered coins also exist. Some individuals attempt to modify common coins to resemble rarer varieties. Careful examination of the mint mark, lettering, date, surface texture, and overall strike characteristics is essential. Genuine coins display consistent details, while altered examples frequently reveal signs of tooling, added mint marks, or unnatural surfaces under magnification. Interest in Lincoln cents extends far beyond the United States. Collectors across Europe, Asia, Australia, and South America actively pursue high-quality examples because the Lincoln cent is one of the world's most recognized circulating coins. Its long history, changing designs, and numerous collectible varieties make it a cornerstone of many international collections. Although most 1959 Lincoln cents remain affordable, exceptional examples continue to achieve impressive prices when they combine outstanding preservation, beautiful original color, or significant mint errors. The market consistently rewards rarity and quality, reminding collectors that careful examination of even common-looking coins can sometimes reveal remarkable treasures. Stories occasionally circulate about pennies worth millions of dollars. In reality, ordinary 1959 Lincoln cents are not worth millions. However, if an extraordinary, unique, authenticated mint error or one-of-a-kind specimen were ever discovered and fiercely contested by elite collectors at auction, its value could become truly historic. That possibility is part of what keeps the hunt alive for collectors everywhere. The next time a handful of pennies passes through your hands, don't overlook the 1959 Lincoln cent. What appears to be an ordinary 1-cent coin may represent an important piece of American history, exceptional craftsmanship, and, if preserved in extraordinary condition or possessing a rare authenticated mint error, a remarkable collectible that could surprise even experienced numismatists. Second coin. The 1960 Lincoln cent may appear to be an ordinary penny at first glance, but behind its small size lies one of the most fascinating chapters in modern American coin collecting. Before we continue this remarkable journey through history, if you enjoy discovering hidden treasures, rare coins, and the incredible stories hidden inside everyday pocket change, subscribe to Worth Old Coin Value for more fascinating documentaries. The 1960 Lincoln cent was struck at the Denver Mint in the United States during a period of tremendous economic growth. America was entering a new decade filled with optimism, technological advancement, and expanding commerce. Billions of pennies were needed to support everyday transactions, and the Denver Mint worked around the clock to meet that demand. Although millions of these coins entered circulation, collectors would later discover that some examples were far more interesting than anyone could have imagined. Like other Lincoln cents of its era, the 1960 coin was struck from an alloy consisting primarily of copper with small amounts of tin and zinc. Each coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams, measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter, and features a plain edge. These familiar specifications had been used for decades, giving Americans a coin they instantly recognized every time they reached into their pockets. The obverse displays the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday, this portrait became the first image of an actual historical figure to appear on a circulating United States coin. Brenner's work has stood the test of time and remains one of the most recognizable coin designs in the world. On the reverse is the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This design had only recently replaced the wheat ears reverse in 1959, making the 1960 cent part of the early years of the Lincoln Memorial series. Under magnification, Collectors can even see the tiny seated figure of Abraham Lincoln inside the memorial, an extraordinary artistic detail that many people overlook throughout their lives. One of the most interesting facts about the 1960 Lincoln Cent series is the existence of two different date styles known as the small date and the large date. While the Denver Mint primarily produced the large date variety, collectors still carefully examine every coin because different die characteristics and striking quality can influence desirability. Searching through old jars of pennies has become a favorite hobby for collectors hoping to discover overlooked treasures. The Denver Mint produced well over 1 billion 1960 Lincoln cents, making it one of the highest mintage issues of the early Memorial Cent series. Because of this enormous production, circulated examples remain common today. However, condition changes everything. A coin that has spent decades in circulation usually shows scratches, dull surfaces, and worn details, while an untouched mint state example can still display brilliant original red color and vibrant mint luster. Collectors classify copper cents by color. Brown examples have completely toned over time. Red-brown coins retain some original mint color, while full red examples preserve nearly all of their original copper brilliance. Those bright red coins are especially attractive because they reveal how the penny looked when it first left the Denver Mint in 1960. Professional grading plays an important role in determining value. Independent grading services examine strike quality, luster, surface preservation, eye appeal, and overall condition before assigning an official grade. Even a single point difference on the grading scale can significantly affect collector demand, especially for coins in superb mint state condition. Another reason the 1960 Lincoln Cent remains popular is the possibility of discovering mint errors. Collectors carefully inspect coins for off-center strikes, die cracks, die chips, clipped planchets, broad strikes, doubled dies, and other unusual production mistakes. Genuine error coins are much scarcer than normal examples and often attract intense interest whenever they appear at auction. Authentication is essential because valuable coins occasionally attract counterfeiters or altered pieces. Some altered coins have added mint marks or modified dates designed to imitate rarer varieties. Experienced collectors recommend careful examination under magnification and professional certification whenever an unusual coin appears to possess significant value. Beyond its technical specifications, the 1960 Lincoln Cent represents a snapshot of American history. These pennies circulated during the early years of a decade that would witness dramatic cultural change, advances in science, the beginning of the space race's most exciting achievements, and significant moments in American life. Every surviving coin carries a silent history of the countless hands through which it passed. The global appeal of Lincoln cents continues to grow. Collectors from around the world appreciate the long-running series because it offers history, affordability, and the excitement of searching for rare varieties. Many international collectors include high-grade 1960 examples in their collections alongside earlier wheat cents and later memorial issues. For investors, the ordinary circulated 1960 cent is generally inexpensive. However, exceptional examples with outstanding original red color, nearly flawless surfaces, rare mint errors, or extraordinary preservation can command substantial premiums compared to average coins. Quality has always been one of the strongest drivers of value in numismatics. If you discover a roll of old pennies, never assume every coin is ordinary. Examine the date carefully, look for unusual striking characteristics, inspect the surfaces under good lighting, and preserve any coin that appears exceptional. Small details can make an enormous difference to knowledgeable collectors. Some stories on the internet claim that a 1960 Lincoln cent is worth $20 million. There is no verified public record of a standard 1960 Lincoln cent selling for that amount. Ordinary examples are worth far less. However, a truly unique, authenticated mint error or one-of-a-kind specimen could generate extraordinary interest among elite collectors if such a coin were ever discovered and offered at a major auction. The 1960 Lincoln cent proves that even one of America's most common coins can inspire decades of collecting, research, and excitement. Whether you find one in an old coin jar, inherit it from a family collection, or discover it while searching through bank rolls, it serves as a lasting reminder that history often survives in the smallest and most overlooked places.